A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. It is the mind of man alone that is the cause of his bondage or freedom. A person who cannot decide his goal, simply cannot win. The wealth earned by unjust means will perish for sure. There are two ways to deal with thorns and wicked people. One is to crush them, and the other is to stay away from them. A guru who shows his disciple the path of righteousness leaves a huge debt. It cannot be paid back as none of the physical objects is so precious. Money comes and goes, so is the youth. Life goes and goes the soul, nothing lasts forever. The only thing that stays firm is your faith. Give your wealth only to the worthy and never to others. The water of the sea received by the clouds is always sweet. Knowledge is like holy camtenu and is like a tree that bears fruit in every season. In unknown territories, it provides protection and brings you rewards. Avoid him who talks sweetly before you but tries to ruin you behind your back, for he is like a pitcher full of poison with milk on top. Test a servant while in the discharge of his duty, a relative difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife is misfortune. The biggest guru mantra is, never share your secrets with anybody. It will destroy you. He who is overly attached to his family members, experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus one should discard attachment to be happy. God dwells not in the wooden, or stone or earthen idols. His abode is in our feeling, our thoughts. It is only through the feeling that we deem God existing in these idols. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. Knowledge is lost without putting it into practice. A man is lost due to ignorance, an army is lost without a commander, and a woman is lost without a husband. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. As soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. God is not present in idols. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. Treat your kid like a darling for the first 5 years. For the next 5 years, scold them. By the time they turn 16, treat them like a friend. Your grown-up children are your best friends.